Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we delve into a significant historical event that shaped the relationship between the Micmac people and the European settlers. Join us as we explore the details of the 1752 Micmac Treaty, a crucial agreement that recognized the Mi'kmaq as a sovereign nation. Mi'kmaq, the ancestral lands of the Micmac people, witnessed a pivotal moment in 1752, when a treaty was signed between the Micmac and the British. This treaty is considered a landmark event, as it recognized the Micmac as a distinct nation with a right to self-governance. Let's dive into the key aspects of the 1752 Micmac Treaty. The treaty was signed on October 1, 1752, at Halifax, Nova Scotia, and it involved several notable individuals from both the Micmac community and the British colonial authorities. Among the Micmac signatories were Chief Cope, Chief Jean-Baptiste Cope, and Chief St. Aubin. These leaders played a crucial role in representing their people and ensuring the preservation of their cultural identity and autonomy. On the British side, Colonel Peregrine Hopson, the Governor of Nova Scotia, and Jonathan Belcher, the Chief Justice of Nova Scotia, were key figures in the negotiations. The treaty aimed to establish peace and friendship between the Micmac and the British settlers in the region. One of the remarkable aspects of the 1752 Micmac Treaty is the explicit recognition of the Micmac as a nation. The treaty acknowledges the Micmac as a sovereign nation, highlighting their distinct political and cultural identity. This recognition laid the foundation for the Micmac to govern their own affairs and maintain their way of life. To understand the significance of this treaty, it's essential to consider the historical context. The Micmac had a rich cultural heritage and a deep connection to the land. The treaty recognized and respected their long-standing presence in Mi'kmaq. Moreover, the 1752 Micmac Treaty is often considered the first law of the land in Canada. It set a precedent for future agreements between Indigenous nations and the colonial powers. The recognition of Indigenous nations as sovereign entities paved the way for a unique coexistence, though the subsequent years would bring challenges and conflicts. While the exact text of the 1752 Micmac Treaty is not widely available, historians and scholars have provided insights into its general content based on historical records and related documents. It's important to note that treaties from this period were often complex and nuanced, addressing various aspects of relations between Indigenous peoples and European settlers. Here's a more in-depth look at what may have been included in the 1752 Micmac Treaty. The treaty likely explicitly recognized the Mi'kmaq as a sovereign nation with the right to self-governance and control over their traditional lands. One of the primary purposes of the treaty was to establish and maintain peace and friendship between the Micmac and the British settlers. This was crucial to facilitate coexistence and trade. The treaty might have outlined the parameters of Micmac land rights and the ways in which both parties could use and share the land. This could include hunting, fishing, and gathering rights. Terms related to trade would likely have been addressed, ensuring fair and mutually beneficial economic interactions between the Micmac and the British. This could involve the exchange of goods and the establishment of trade routes. The treaty may have contained provisions acknowledging and respecting the cultural practices, traditions, and autonomy of the Micmac people. This could include the right to maintain their language, customs, and legal systems. Procedures for resolving disputes or conflicts between the Micmac and the British may have been outlined. This could involve mechanisms for negotiation, mediation, or arbitration. Given the geopolitical context of the time, the treaty might have included provisions related to military alliances or mutual defense in the event of external threats. The treaty may have guaranteed the freedom of movement for both Micmac people and British settlers within the agreed-upon territories. Some treaties included ceremonial elements, such as the exchange of wampum belts or other symbolic items, to signify the solemnity of the agreement. In conclusion, the 1752 Micmac Treaty is a crucial chapter in the history of Indigenous settler relations in Canada. It acknowledged the Micmac as a sovereign nation, marking an important step towards understanding and respecting the rights of Indigenous peoples. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for joining us on this historical journey. Until next time, stay curious.